I probably spent the past 4 hours just recording non-stop. I need a break, but I just need to cover more content. You got so much happening here. Okay, so let's take a look at Truth Unveiled, but before that, so I want to show you guys the new process of how you can ascend espers from a 5-star to a 6-star. So let's go to advancement. What you notice is that I only have 2 materials here. But that is not a problem because now there is this new function called the convert materials. So you can just go ahead and just convert whatever that you need, right? So I can convert all 20 to get me another 4 more copies of Legendary Star Mod, which is like way too much, right? So I can actually just convert 15 of these and have just enough, right? This is just enough for me to ascend. Is ascension the right word? I don't think it's the right word, right? I can promote Sender to 6 stars, which is really cool. So things are extremely streamlined right now. So you can just go ahead, quick select, quickly level up your Esper to level 60, basically just like that, right? But of course, I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to promote my Drew as well. So let's see how this works. So now I can convert, but I can only convert a few at a time. So it seems like they have automatically told me how much I need at once. I think. So let's just go ahead, convert everything. Yeah, so they're actually telling me to convert everything. So now I have 21 Epic Starmon, and I will only have 4 copies of the Legendary Starmon, unfortunately. So I'm not going to have enough right now to get myself a 6-star Drew, unfortunately. Alright, so let's take a look at Truth Unveiled, and there are some things that you should be very familiar with. So for example, we have the usual missions, which is just basically your achievements, right? So if you spend up to 6,000 info disc, which is this currency over here, you would then be able to obtain more info disc. And everything here rewards you with info disc. And what exactly is info disc? This would be your shop currency. But do take note that during the event, you get info disc times 3 for every 1 stamina consumed, which is different to whatever that we had in the past, which is on average being 5 info disc per stamina consumed, right? Because back then, by doing the 10th difficulty of the event map, we will get 40 event currency. But right now, if you spend 8 stamina, you are only going to get 24 of the event currency. But is that necessarily going to be a problem? I don't really think so. And the reason why I don't think that's going to be a problem is because you can complete this mission by doing content outside of the event itself. And the best part is the event does not consume any stamina at all. But before we get into that, let's talk about the rest of the things that we can see over here. So we have the depot, which is just generically your AFK gaining rewards, which slowly unlocks as you progress through the stages. So there are 3 different acts of like basically the story of Yun Chuan and Li Ling and the other protagonists and antagonists in the story, like Tang Xuan and all that, right? Tang Xuan is a good guy, by the way. So let's take a look at the shop and what we can expect. I actually bought out all the gold records because they just give out so much currency that it's just way too easy for me right now. So there is another 2 more epic ability mons for me to take. So there were 5 epic ability mons here, there were 4 gold records here, and there is also 4 gold records here and 1 legendary ability mon. So the legendary ability mon is still the same, and then of course we still have the 2 shimmer records, and that's about it. And then afterwards we also have the memory, which then allows you to replay some of the episodes that you have watched in the past. This is just for replaying purposes. There's nothing much that you can get from all of these. So now there are 2 main content in the event. Number 1 is of course the acts over here, and number 2 there is the trials. So we're going to get into that slowly, alright? Now Act 1, Infiltration. So Nether Jail first floor, 28%. I wonder how many floors there are, but as you can see here, there are a certain number of chests that you can find in the Nether Jail. And in each of the chests, you would be able to pick one of these rewards, which is pretty cool. So you can get up to 2 more gold records from the event itself, and that is only for the first floor. I wonder how many more floors, like I said earlier, because there'll be more rewards as well. So this is how it looks like. As you can see, we are moving around just very similar to the guy's event, and in order for you to open some of these doors, you need to get certain cards, which I am currently not able to do so. Oh wait, what's happening here? Okay, I'm gonna skip the story just for you guys. And let's just try to find something, right? Let's just try to move around this area for a little bit. And then what you notice is that on the top right, you can actually see the entire map of this place. So as you can see, I have unlocked a little bit of the land, and there is a lot more for me to explore, and it is quite complicated as well. And on the top left, you will see something called the event level, which essentially your Esper levels are the same as the event level in all the battles on the map. So how you gain this event level is by fighting other like enemy Espers here. So for example, if we challenge this minion, by beating them, we will get some event EXP, which is going to help us progress through the rest of the content, because some of the content is actually quite hard. And the damage that they deal is insane. So you will need to get those levels. It's just part of the game, right? So there you go, we gain a little bit more EXP, and we are currently at level 16. So our Esper stats, everything, they are all generally improved. And yes, we are actually locked behind the Espers that we can bring. So we can only bring in the story Esper. So right now, the story is revolving around Li Ling and Tang Xuan. And as such, we can only use these 2 characters right now. We cannot use like Yun Chuan, for example. Okay, I have to be honest, I'm not actually following the story at all. Although I know I should, but I just want to get to the juicy bits, you know. I just want to get to the rewards. The chest, that's all I care about. Radiant Guard photo. It's a clue. I see. So as you can see, all these, I cannot access it because I need a green access pass, which I do not even know where to get it from. Alright, onward, let's go. Any other secrets here? Oh, nice. Okay, so we unlocked another one of these AFK generating machines. Oh, we got ourselves the blue access card, dude. That is sick. So we can progress through some of the other doors that we were stuck at before, which I think we saw it somewhere around here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is the blue door, and this is how we do it. Oh no, who's there? Wow, okay, as you can see, they are a lot more tanky, right? Definitely not like the first few, the first Esper that we fought earlier. Still pretty easy. And we got ourselves an epic Abilimon, very nice. So it's gonna be a lot easier for new players in general, or just all players, right? It's gonna be a lot easier for all players to acquire the epic Abilimons to level up some of the key Espers like Sander, Dahlia, etc. Those Espers, very easy to upgrade right now. Oh, this is like one of the main antagonists, I think. Do we get to fight him? I wonder. Okay, there is another battle here which I think we can just take advantage of because it's gonna give us more EXP. Okay, Li Xiao, what do you want from me? Are you gonna give me a green card? Lamau? Oh, he really did give us a green SS card, dude. Okay, so it's all just part of the story. It's not something that you can unlock like whenever you can, or like when you are like smart enough to discover some of the stuff here. So it is still quite scripted. But you know what? I've been playing for quite a bit of time and I'm only at 59%. So this is definitely a lot more detailed than like, let's say the Gaia's event. That one was way too straightforward, way too bland, right? But this is actually quite interesting and it gives you a different vibe altogether. It doesn't even feel like Dislyte anymore, but it does make use of the standard mechanics that you're very used to, like just this kind of strategic gameplay. Although there's like very little strategy because they have limited the Espers that you can use to whatever is in the event itself. Okay, but anyway, I do not want to hold you guys up too much on this content. I want to show you something else, which is the trials over here. So Yunchuan's trials. So what I understand is that this trial actually resets every 2 days. So boss reset mechanism, there are 7 boss special mechanics this season which will change every 2 days. After a reset, you should build an appropriate team to challenge the boss again. So that's a pretty interesting thing about this content. So the current round is Bucking Trends. At the end of enemy Yunchuan's turn, he gains attack up for 2 turns. Casting Guardian Lord removes all of his debuffs on him. So this might be a problem. What we might want to do is to bring Espers that strips buffs because of the attack up. For example, we do not want to take too much damage. So it's essentially just a boss battle, 1v5, something like that. And what I understand is we can actually land debuffs. We can actually absorb AP as well. So let's take a look at this, right? So I'm just going to run auto. There you go, AP reduction. We can actually control the boss's AP. So if we bring a lot of Espers that can manipulate his AP, maybe reduce his speed, all that kind of good stuff, right? Like, you know, Tia, you got your Fatum Sisters, you have, I don't know, who else? I can't think. Okay, Sander. Yeah, Sander is one of them. And of course, Yunchuan is also another Esper. But Brynn, I think Brynn is also a pretty decent choice because she can slow, she can defense break. And yeah, you can't freeze the boss, of course. But I think on top of that, buff stripping is quite important. As you can see here, he does have some buffs that would hinder you a little bit. So I'm not talking about attack buff, I'm talking about like the immunity that he provides. But I think just running like strict AP controllers is actually quite meta over here, I think. So there's obviously going to be a meta strategy, right? Depending on the boss. You know, I'm thinking just AP controlling is probably the key because at the end of the day, he doesn't work the same way as like Desolate Land bosses where they are guaranteed to take a turn after a while. So it's just generally a very basic concept for the boss, but I kind of like it because it changes over time. So you also have unlimited attempts, right? You're not limited to like stamina, you're not limited to a fixed number of turns that you can partake in every single day, right? For example. And what you notice here is the division ranking. I'm actually number 1. I'm actually number 1 right now and I'm looking at a legendary Abilimon if I get the top score. Insane stuff, dude. And of course there is also the world ranking, which I don't think there are any rewards, or at least there is supposed to be rewards, but it's just not revealed right now. I'm not sure why that's the case. But in terms of division ranking, this is pretty insane, dude. If you're able to maintain the top spot, that's pretty awesome. But the main problem with this that I feel is that the name card is hidden behind EX++. So if you're not able to get the scores required for EX++, you're not going to be able to get a name card, which is kind of a bummer in my opinion. But anyway, that's it for today's content. I really like this event. It doesn't consume any of your stamina. That's really good. So what do you think about this event? What did you like? What did you not like? Let me know down in the comment section below. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Dislyte content. Now with that said, this has been Dairy Free to Play, and as always, I will see you in the next video.